years ago, in the summer of 2009, believe it or not. It was a 2-day conference. The keynote speaker on the first day was some guy named Jimmy Wales. The keynote, I think he's still around. The keynoter on the second day was myself. And the topic that I chose to speak about was the emerging realization of the importance on Wikipedia, which at that point was about 7.5 or 8 years old, of enforcing the biographies of living persons policy. The internet revolution, the ability of people to upload and spread information freely throughout the country, throughout the community, throughout the world, on the internet in general, but certainly on a high-profile site like Wikipedia in particular, because even then Wikipedia was by far the largest interactive site in the world, was creating great opportunities, but it was also creating the opportunity for abuse. If you wanted to spread a lie about something you didn't like, or spread a malicious rumor, or just mistaken information about someone, you could put it in their Wikipedia article, which almost invariably, unless their name happened to be John Smith or something, but almost invariably would be one of their very top, if not the top, Google hit for that person. And this came to a head in 2007 when somebody, not overly maliciously, more as a prank than anything else, edited the biography of a man named John Siegenthaler and inserted that he had been responsible, Mr. Siegenthaler, had been responsible for or complicit in the assassination of President Kennedy. Now, in fact, Siegenthaler, and this remained in the article for about 8 months before anybody noticed it and took it out, during which time the article had been reviewed several thousand times. And Mr. Siegenthaler, when this was brought to his attention, was unhappy with Wikipedia. and since his son was a newscaster for NBC, this got some publicity. And we instituted something called the Biographies of Living Persons policy, which was designed to say that while every article, and frankly the standards for requiring sourcing for new articles that are created were not as high as they were today, but in particular, every article should be obviously neutral, should be supported by reliable sources and about a notable person or a notable topic. But articles about living people, where the content can drastically affect their lives, need to be editors of those articles need to be particularly punctilious about those things. And so some basic common sense and yet steps had recently, in 2006, 2007, been instituted. No negative information about a living person could be inserted in an article unless there was a reliable source for that specific piece of information. Rumors that did not have factual support should not be included. Information that was of marginal importance to the person's notability should be only given proper, weight or importance within the article, and the article should certainly have no article about a living person should be created that had no sources at all. All the articles should have sources. So it's now next year or the year after, whenever it's going to be closest to the 10th anniversary, because we hold these in the winter and not in the summer now, but either next year or the year after, I'll ask for a time slot for 45 minutes and give an update of that talk. But I just wanted to reinforce to everybody and talk a little bit about what sort of progress we have and haven't made. Good progress. I don't think we get blatantly libelous articles anymore. If any administrator sees an article that says that somebody killed JFK with no support, we're going to nuke the article. Okay, if somebody says an article that has one sentence about why the person was notable, and 7 paragraphs about the DUI arrest they had in 1997, that article is going to be fixed. Here's the cutting edge problem for BLP, and I call it the allegations problem, which is when a statement about somebody is not as inherently notable, but the fact that the allegation is being made about the person is what's notable. And I'll give you an example that just came up last week. There's a well-known person, I won't mention the name of the person, who, an intern, 30 more seconds, an intern in their office died tragically of natural causes 15 years ago. There has always been a rumor, this person was once a congressman, there has always been a rumor that the congressman killed the intern. This is nonsense. It is supported by no information, no evidence at all. It's not in the article. It's properly not in the article. Now suppose hypothetically that somebody notable spreads the rumor that this congressman, that this ex-congressman was complicit in the death of this intern. Suppose that the person is very notable. Suppose that the President of the United States spreads a false malicious rumor about it. I'm not trying to be partisan here, but this is real. Does it go in the article or not? Right. Think about it, because there's no clear answer. We'll discuss this a year from now.
Hey everybody, I'm Dan. On Wiki, I am Enterprisey. So I'm going to give a bunch of technical demos showing what I've been working on